Dear students, greetings of the day. Myself, Dr. Vatsala Sharma, Assistant Professor, School of Legal Studies, BBD University, Lucknow. Dear students, today I am going to discuss with you a very important topic of criminal justice and human rights. This is a very important topic for law student, for the LLM students as well as for the integrated LLB students. So, I am going to start. First of all, we have to understand that what is the meaning of human rights. Human rights are universal legal guarantees protecting individuals and groups against interference with their fundamental freedoms, entitlements, and human dignity. Thus, human rights are rights inherent to all human beings. Dear students, focus upon this word that human rights are rights inherent to all human beings, regardless of race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, religion, or any other status. Human rights includes the right to life and liberty, freedom from slavery and torture, freedom of opinion and expression, the right to work and education, and many more. Dear students, everyone is entitled to these rights without discrimination. This is also very important to know that human rights are entitled without any discrimination. Now, I am going to discuss about the definitions of human rights. According to D.D. Basu, human rights, he defines human rights as those minimum rights which every individual must have against the state or other public authority by virtue of his being a member of human family, irrespective of any other consideration. And the second one is also a very important definition, which is defined under Protection of Human Rights Act 1993 in Section 2. Human right means the rights relating to life, liberty, equality, and dignity of the individual guaranteed under the Constitution or embodied in the international covenant and enforceable by courts in India. So you can see here that what are the human rights related to the life, liberty, equality, and dignity, as we have studied that these all are provided us in the form of fundamental right in Indian Constitution, international covenants, and uh, are also included here, and these are enforceable by courts in India. Now we are going to discuss about that what are the characteristics of human right. So I am going to focus upon some important characteristic of human rights here. Number one, they are universal. Universal means that is the birthright of all human beings. Second, they focus on the inherent dignity and equal worth of all human beings. Third, they are equal, indivisible, and interdependent. It means we cannot divide them, and these are distributed equally, and these are not dependent upon any other thing. Next one is they cannot be waived or taken away. Even a state cannot take away the human rights of any person. They impose obligation of actions and omission, especially on states and state actors. They have been guaranteed internationally. Human rights are not a topic of any particular nation. These have been guaranteed internationally. They are legally protected, and human rights protect individuals and groups. Human rights standards have been codified in international, regional, and national legal system and they impose an obligation on the various organ of the state to protect and promote the basic human right of individuals. The rights guaranteed to all human beings under international treaties without any discrimination on grounds such as race, color, sex, language, political opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other statutes are, for an example, the right to life, liberty and security of person, freedom of association, expression, assembly and movement, the right to the highest attainable standard of health, freedom from arbitrary arrest or detention, the right to a fair trial, the right to just and favorable working conditions, the right to adequate food, housing, and social security, the right to education, the right to equal protection of the law, freedom from arbitrary interference with privacy, family, home, or correspondence. But there are many more points. For an example, freedom from torture and cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment, freedom from slavery, the right to a nationality, freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, the right to vote and take part in the conduct of public affairs, and the right to participate in cultural life. So, here, in this way, you can also understand the importance of human right. Dear students, there is no hierarchy among human rights, and all human rights are equally important. This is one of the most important points, that human rights are equally important. Human rights are broadly classified into economic, political, civil, cultural, and social rights, and they are of equal validity and importance. All human rights, whether they are civil and political rights, such as the right to life, equality before the law, and freedom of expression, and economic, social, and cultural rights, example, right to work, social security, and education, or collective rights such as the rights to development and self determination are indivisible, interrelated, and interdependent. Here, once again, the three words are very important, and these words are that indivisible, interrelated, and interdependent. Universal human rights are expressed and guaranteed by law in the form of treaties, customary international law, general principles, and other sources of international law. International human rights lays down obligation of government to act in certain ways or to refrain from certain acts in order to promote and protect human rights and fundamental freedom of individual or groups. Universal human rights are expressed and guaranteed by law in the form of treaties, customary international law, general principles, and other sources of international law. International human rights law lays down obligations of government to act in certain ways or to refrain from certain acts in order to promote and protect human rights and fundamental freedom of individuals or groups. So, dear students, today I have discussed with you that what are human rights, and what are the definitions of human right, and what are the characteristics of human right, and hope you will understand it very well. Thank you so much.